traveling is a gift. It is the most ultimate exciting experience because you get to see what human nature is capable of. But let's go back to me. Hi, universe. Hi, aliens. Hi, anyone that's watching this.
Hello.
Hello. My name is Ellie. I am a writer. I love the Twilight Zone. I love strange and wonderful and unique things, and I love to travel. I love to be in a country and experience other people's cultures that are different to mine because I feel like I can grow as a person. And sometimes I agree with them and sometimes I don't, but it helps me be a better person by doing all of that.
Being a confident person is one of the best traits that you could have in your life, but being a cocky person is one of the worst traits.
But I'm also a vegan. I'm an ethical vegan. And I am someone that morally just doesn't want to hurt any animals. However, at the same time, I don't want to impose my beliefs on another culture. So whenever I travel, I generally like to experience a country as authentically as possible without having to say, ooh, I actually don't eat meat. I'm so sorry. So whenever I travel, I generally come in with an open mind, but also I want to come to a country and not be disruptive. So I do a lot of research. And that's what I did with Mexico City. Mexico, especially Mexico City, carries with it a lot of rumors. Don't go there. There's the drug cartel, and you're gonna get pickpocketed, and you'll wake up one day without any shoes on. But is that really true? Is that something that we should be really afraid of? Or is it something we're being told? That was something I wanted to explore. And last year, in 2022, my husband and I decided to explore it. Mexico City is amazing. It's far different than what the news tells us. There isn't massive drug cartels that are going to pick you up and adopt you. There isn't crazy fires and explosions and death all around. Mexico City is a thriving metropolis. It is super old. It's older than anything the US has experienced. It's been around since the 13th century. And Mexico City is a cacophony of artists and chefs, all wanting to welcome you to their city. They want to show you the best of what they have to offer, and you get to experience this cornucopia of flavors and tastes and colors. Mexico City is a metropolis, but is also just an artist haven. You see so much and experience so much that you are kind of overwhelmed with the amount of colors and tastes and flavors and sounds. But it is something that I highly recommend.
No, you sing, please.
When I was doing my research, I was initially worried about how vegan-friendly Mexico City would be. Like I said before, some other countries aren't vegan-friendly, and you would assume that they are, but they're not, and that's okay. We have to learn to adapt and be welcoming as a group of people. However, because Mexico City has this cacophony of artists and chefs, you are actually bombarded with a cornucopia of delicious vegan restaurants. Some are absolutely amazing and so exciting, and others are okay.
It's false. No way. Not this time. We created it.
My husband Charlie and I stayed in a place called Roma Norte, which has been listed as the hipster area of Mexico City. And I don't really care if it is. It's gorgeous. It is fantastic. There are parks and beautiful buildings and various entertainment throughout the night. It is a lovely area to be in. I highly recommend going to Roma Norte. Also, if you're a vegan, it's a really good place to stay at because there's so many vegan restaurants in that area. When Charlie and I first landed in Mexico City, the first place was La Pitahaya Vegana. La Pitahaya Vegana is known as an Instagram-worthy restaurant, which I would have to agree. There are beautiful, colorful murals all around. There is foliage. There's these beautiful buildings in Roma Norte. You are sitting outside and you are in this lovely, calm environment. When Charlie and I arrived, we ordered nachos and all of the vegan tacos. The staff are friendly and the food is really pretty. And I would say that's about it for me. Truthfully, I thought it was bland.
Yikes. Awkward.
I felt like it needed a little bit of spice for me to feel wowed by it. When it comes to vegetables, I feel like they really need a little bit of spice or some sort of cacophony of garlic powder, onion powder, cumin, or whatever to really let the flavor profile like get amplified. And sometimes relying solely on the vegetable makes the meal a little bland for me. I think relying on vegetables as like a main source of cooking is a really great idea. But if you don't add spice, sometimes I'm just a little bored by the meal. If I had to rate it, I would have to give it a 2.5 out of 5. I thought it was a great experience and it's really fun and exciting to be there. But just because the food was a little bit more bland than what I expected, I wasn't wowed by it. The next day, Charlie and I went to a place for breakfast called Vegantravel Bakery, and that place was actually suggested by Instagram influencer / YouTuber Liz Miu, who also has the YouTube channel Loud Noodle. I find her stuff to be a lot more informative than mine because she is actually a chef and I am not. So I would highly recommend checking out her stuff. I think she really knows what she's talking about. She suggested this place called Vegantravel Bakery, which was very romantic. It was also in that Roma Norte area, and I actually ordered the meal that she suggested, which was a croissant with ham and jam. And oh my God, it was so good. It was, first off, despite the fact that veganism has popped off in the last 10 to 15 years, for some weird reason, croissants are just really hard to come by. I think just because some people have a hard time finding the flaky and softness of a croissant and basically will panic and not want to make any. I love croissants. They are so delicious, and whenever I see a vegan croissant, I really want to buy it because I barely ever get a vegan croissant.
Oh, not tonight, sweetie. You've had chef every night this week.
But I love chef.
So I ordered this, and the meal is savory, it's sweet, it has this sort of romantic feel that makes me feel like I'm in this romantic drama. The man that's sitting across from me is the alluring lead in the film. And I had it with a latte, and that was just foamy and just the right kind of consistency that wasn't too sweet. Various tropical trees. We had these beautiful European-esque apartment buildings surrounding us, and we just had the gift of just being in the moment. We got to hear the city live. We got to hear the people talk. We got to hear music play, and we just had a moment where we're enjoying our breakfast and just getting excited about the day. I would say that breakfast spot was so amazing. We had to go the next day, and I think we went the third day. But It was just such a welcoming experience for like your second day. For Vegamo Bakery, out of 5 stars, I would give this a 4.5 out of 5. This place is romantic. This place is somewhere you want to go. This place is something you would want to bring a book to and relax and just drink your coffee and enjoy your moment, because it's a beautiful area in Mexico City, and this is a welcoming gift from Mexico to you. The next place Liz Miu suggested was Por Siempre Vegana. And I say Liz Miu, but also like various other places suggested this establishment as well. And Por Siempre Vegana is a taqueria, and it's super popular. People say the food is out there and wonderful, and you get to be in more of a dark sort of area that seems kind of sketchy and unique, and you don't really know what it's like. Yeah, people really love it. It's really popular. Charlie and I had to walk maybe about 30 to 40 minutes to get there, and it is a hole-in-the-wall restaurant. I say hole-in-the-wall in the sense that when you're in Mexico City, don't poo-poo anything that looks a little bit sketchy. If you see a place that has folded out chairs and a guy on a grill, don't poo-poo it. It's going to be good. Some taqueria places don't need the ritz and glam to show you how good it is. They're just good. Por Siempre Vegana is very popular. When you get there, you're maybe waiting for about 20 minutes while they try to find you a spot.
Excuse me. Sorry. Do you speak English?
No, I don't. Sorry.
Oh.
And Charlie and I had basically a cacophony of stuff. We ordered some tacos, we ordered some tortas or sandwiches, and we also ordered hibiscus tea. I would say all the food is good, and it is definitely a popular place. I think it would be a really good place to go to if you're just by yourself and maybe you want to make some friends. Vegan food is vegan junk food, and even though vegan junk food is really good, I just didn't feel a need to go back again. Now, for Por Siempre Vegana, out of 5 stars, I would give it a good 3 out of 5. It's not something you need to poo-poo. Yeah, it's fun to walk in. It's a cool looking place, but it's not gonna wow you. I would just give it a 3 out of 5.
It's raining. It's boring.
Now, Charlie and I have already made a video on this, but on the second day, Charlie and I went to El Mercado. We took actually a tour experience from this place called Trippers MX. Highly recommend. This place is definitely vegan friendly. This place you start off having a quesadilla, which doesn't have any cheese. It's actually more vegetable based stir fry in a tortilla. And you are given juice, you are given taco. And the we had the squash blossom quesadilla, which has more of a nuttier taste than anything else. However, it is also just the flour. You're just eating the flour. I really love how it's seasoned. I love the amount of oil used. I love the fact that it just felt like the most delicious thing I've ever had in my whole life.
Oh, well, he'll grow up sometime.
I love the fact that this was my first big introduction to something that was Mexico City related. For lunch, we actually had tacos, which are vegan friendly. The host will help you out and try to make something that would be suitable for something you can eat. I had tacos that had the fermented corn in it, which has more of a nutty, cheesy taste to it since it's fermentation. And so I basically had something that was more of a cheesy, vegetable-esque taco. The flavors are delicious. The tacos were seasoned so well. It had a robust, strong flavor that just made me feel like this was amazing. I would recommend seeing my other video on it because I will go into more detail of the other things we had. If I had to give it a scale from 5 out of 5, this would be a 10 out of 5. This experience was so delicious, so fun, and so vegan friendly. Plus, you get to really get introduced to Mexico City. You are welcomed into this area. You are part of this community, and it's just a 10 out of 10, or, well, I guess 10 out of 5 experience. Another eatery Charlie and I went to is a place called El Morro, which is basically suggested by any blogger on Google.
We interrupt this program to bring you the following special report from NBC News. Here is David Brinkley.
Good evening.
El Morro. El Morro. Morro. El Morro.
Stop it. Get some help.
This place is a churro place, and it is so good. I highly recommend it. They're all vegan friendly, and if you don't go, then you haven't really experienced Mexico City. These churros are so delicious. They are perfectly seasoned. They are sweet and they are crunchy because they are fried to perfection. The hot chocolate is so rich that basically this is Michelin star tasting food. I personally haven't had any Michelin star tasting food, but if I had, I would vote El Morro as like top of the list. This place is in various areas in Mexico City. I think you should try as many times as you want. If I gave this a rating from out of 5, this would also be a 10 out of 5 because this place is a must. It's delicious. It's going to make you feel like you are living a vegan paradise heaven. Another place Charlie and I went to is a place called Fat Vegan. And this place is a great example of how Mexico City is a cacophony or HubSpot of artisan chefs, because this place is clearly loved. Whoever created this place is someone that loves cooking. It's not a place that sells Mexican food. However, it is just fun and exciting. The eatery is clearly loved. It has a small little patio surrounded by foliage and a side alley that has a lot more chairs. They have burgers, fries, anything that's junk food related, and they have an abundance of milkshakes. All of these things are vegan. They're so delicious. I highly recommend them. The vegan milkshakes are well thought out and make sense, and they all taste good. So if there's a milkshake that has banana, chocolate, and caramel, you're just going to experience a really delicious milkshake.
Be alive. Let's have some fun before the crowds arrive. Let's pretend we're living the magic of the past.
Cool, man, cool, but we'll have to work fast.
They're not thick milkshakes, which I love. I hate when you're having a thick milkshake and you really can't sip most of it because it's just way too thick, because it's clearly just a pint of ice cream with a straw in it. This one's more of a fun drink. The burgers are good. They're not amazing, but they're good, and the fries are really delicious. I do suggest, though, that if you want another place for breakfast, go to this place. They have a bagel breakfast sandwich with avocado, just egg, and some vegan tater tots. It's delicious. It's so good. It's savory. It's rich. It's also so fresh tasting that you're just going to have a really great start to your breakfast journey. The people that work at Fat Vegan basically all speak English, so you're not going to be struggling trying to explain what you would want, because my butchered Spanish tried really hard and they would just explain to me what they had, which is nice. They are a very friendly staff, so I highly recommend going there too. Out of 5 stars, I would definitely give this a 4 out of 5. This place is a great place to settle down and relax and enjoy your meal, but also it's a place that welcomes you to culinary art. This place is good. This place is loved, and whoever created it really wanted to show you good food. Liz Miu suggested another place called V Ramen, which is also in the Roma Norte area. This place is vegan friendly, so it does have normal food and vegetarian foods. So you do have to keep an eye on that. This place is a Japanese food joint, so they do have ramen and other forms of Japanese food. And as much as I would love to say I can judge it based on the quality of the Japanese food, I don't have much to compare it to. I actually really enjoyed it. Charlie enjoyed it. We both got the vegan plates, which had various smaller dishes connected to it, and it was fun. I really loved the noodles. They were chewy. I like a nice thick noodle. If I was going to rate this out of 5 stars, I would probably give this a 3.5. I would say it doesn't hurt to try it out. It's probably not the most amazing food. It doesn't show the quality of Mexico City food, but it's delicious, so enjoy. Charlie and I went to a place which is very high end. It is artisan looking food. I had the enchiladas. Like, it's very beautiful foods, but understood how to create a strong flavor profile. My only setback is that Charlie believes he got food poisoning from that place.
I'm afraid, Captain Thompson, my original diagnosis was correct. It's food poisoning. The outbreak is violent and widespread. Nausea, vomiting, cramps.
Thank you, Doctor. Now we know definitely what has happened. Will you find out exactly what food has caused the trouble?
Obviously, with food poisoning, you're not going to know when you got it. You're not going to know how you got it. So I cannot speak to that. But other than that, from my experience, I would give it a 4 out of 5. If Charlie did get food poisoning, -5 out of 5. One of the best places in Mexico City is a place called Gracias Madre Taqueria. This place is the place you have to go to.
Popularity. What is it made of? How does a person get to be popular with lots of people and have a few close friends too? Let's watch and see what makes people like one person and not another.
Hey, Jerry, there's that new girl in our math class. Oh, yes. Her name's Carolyn Ames.
This place is absolutely amazing. I was instantly shocked. Gracias Madre is so different than the one in the United States. This place is a small little taco stand, but this place is cool. This place is punk. This place has badass women that are serving you food that is pure art. I had various meals that were kind of like quesadillas, but they weren't quesadillas. And as we were leaving, they offered us various accoutrements like cilantro and onions and salsas to put on our meals. And eating this food was an experience. The flavor profiles were so intense. It was robust. It was savory. The outside of the tortillas were the perfect kinds of crispiness. These were meals that were ooey and gooey. I would say out of 5 stars, this is a million out of 5. This is a place you want to go to. Gracias Madre is the prime example of what Mexico City, or just being in Mexico City, is really like. There is going to be nothing like it. This is something where artisanal chefs are creating something that is an experience. It's such a great example of what Mexico City is like. Walking around Mexico City, you are seeing various parts of history and culture mixed together and evolved into something else. Mexico has adapted so much throughout the years. Since the 13th century, Mexico has adapted so much throughout the years to create who they are today. And Gracias Madre really mirrors that sort of experience. You are eating vegan food, basically by the side of the road next to these other people. You are eating something that is unique and has developed throughout history. And it's so fun to be a part of that. If you're going to Mexico City, you have to go there first. It is the best place to go to. So out of 5 stars, I give it 1 million. If you don't go there, you're going to have a terrible time. So those were my experiences seeing vegan restaurants in Mexico City. I didn't get to go to all of them. I really wanted to go to Los Losers, but they were closed during the time I was there, so I never got the chance to go. The thing about Mexico City is that it's a metropolis that is constantly growing. Walking around Mexico City is going to be fun. It is a city that has so much opportunity and growth, and if you don't go, you're really putting yourself through a disservice. But that's my video. I hope you liked it. If you did, comment below. If you didn't, please don't comment below. I'm very sensitive and I don't like reading mean things. I have written more about this in my blog, which is in the description below and the description above. Please go to it. I would love that. I like having nice comments and people seeing my blog. I still don't have an outro and I don't really know what to say. So I hope you have a great day. Yay!